Hello guys, welcome back to Harmless Vlogs. My name is Shannon and I'm here with two gentlemen. So today we're going to talk about the struggles that youths are facing in Nairobi, specifically the comrades. So like most of the comrades are youths. So Ephraim, so like what do you think about, or how are you trying to survive in Nairobi?
First of all, surviving in Nairobi trickiest.
Nairobery.
Yes.
That's why they call it Nairobi.
Yes, if you make it to survive in Nairobi, I bet you can survive in any city in this world.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure about that. Because life in Nairobi is tough and you have to be very smart. You have to be time conscious, at the same time you have to be patient, because all the way from the traffic, maybe if you're working, you have to rush up so that you may not get caught in traffic.
And you, Maya?
Yeah, so many ways to survive in Nairobi. Just the way we call it Nairobery. So you have to be very street smart. Let's say most of all, you've seen now that the economy is not favorable for everyone, not even the youths. So you can't even call home. You need money or you need support.
They don't even have that money.
Like, let's say, for example, at my case, you've graduated, you don't have work, you're jobless, you're trying to survive. At the same time, you have your needs. You need to go out to enjoy yourself. You can't do all this. So I think the best way is to find the survival tactics, like let's say where you can buy cheap stuffs.
The chwams of buying.
Chwams of Nairobi, And then again, let's say I can give you a very good example how I do it. You create a better relationship with other people. Like let's say with your mamboga, you talk them and be very nice to them, so that one day when you don't have any money, you can get to talk them and you get some 30 shillings mboga. So just finding ways on how you can liberate that. Not just complaining, because even if you complain,
nothing will change.
Nothing will change, and then everyone is surviving. So like there's no one you can ask for help at the moment. It's very tough.
It's very tough.
Very smart.
Yeah, sure.
So like Nairobi is a big city, and like people come from different parts of the world just like to come and hustle at Nairobi. So like what was your first experience when you first came to Nairobi? Were you robbed? Were you like...
No, like, I don't know. I think I just survived in God's grace. Actually, it's not the first time I was in Nairobi, but it was the first time I was coming to, like, stay
in Nairobi. Okay.
I was lucky enough. I was received by a family member.
You are lucky.
You are lucky, man.
Have you ever gotten lost in CBD or any other place?
Really, like I used to use.
Me, I've ever. My friend experience.
Google Maps. And I knew like Nairobi, there are these tags around. So I used to use my phone, like I put it right. I'm using the Google Maps now, and no one should know about that.
You are smart.
Yeah,
you
smart.
You had knowledge about Google Maps. Let me tell you. Hey,
wait a minute. Give me a minute. I remember that this time I was using Google Maps and I didn't know how to use it, and so it was like I was.
It usually does. You're going to the wrong direction.
With confidence, and you at the same time you're hiding your phone.
Yeah, you don't want people to see.
You're afraid of taking out your phone.
Yes.
At the same time you're getting lost. You don't know where you're going.
You're reversing. By the time you are
and you don't want to ask someone because they can scam you.
Or give you a wrong direction.
Yeah.
So I think I ever encountered I ever got lost. I remember when the first time when I got admitted at KCA, and you understand Thika Road. Once you miss one bus stop,
yeah. That's the point.
So I was coming to...
You go straight to Githurai.
Yeah, I was coming to KCA, and I was like, I didn't know where KCA is, because I've been passing Thika Road, but I've been passing via either maybe private or maybe public transport heading to Thika. I've never left at KCA. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay.
And you didn't ask the
no, I was like, I'm going to at KCS. I was expecting the conductor was gonna mention, okay,
Oh,
this guy's here,
okay.
I like.
You could have just asked him.
Yeah,
When you
so-
reach at KCA, you like stop me there.
No. I figured out when I was in Githurai, and now the bus was turning.
What? What? You're going back to town.
The same stuff happened to me. Like I was leaving school, and you see, I was staying around Jogo Road.
Oh, I
Now
remember.
I'm studying along Thika Road.
Yeah.
I went to the stage and I asked the conductors. Well, it was a Githurai bus, so I asked, "Do you guys get to Rounda? You know there is this Rounda along Outer Ring Road."
Outer Ring
And they
Road,
were
yeah.
like, "Yeah, we are getting there." So I was new to this place and I was like, "Okay, let me get in since it's cheap." It was around
20 bob.
Yeah,
It's usually
20
20 bob.
Yeah. I went, sat, I was comfortable. You know what I mean? I'm realizing that I'm past Outer Ring and this bus is just heading straight to Githurai. Damn! So by the time I'm realizing, we are already coming back to town. It was
What time was it?
It was around 5 or 6.
You're even like.
Yes, I was like
Hey.
I didn't want to pass through town because I knew the mysteries in town. So I was lucky enough. It was 10 bob to town. I paid the 10 bob. Then I went back to my Google Map. Back to I was heading to OTC. So, yeah, from around Odeon to OTC.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, hey, let me tell you my experience. So, I think it was my fourth time in Nairobi. So, like, I went to pick someone from town.
Oh.
And I was new in Nairobi. So, like, this guy, he was my friend. So, he like, I don't know, he was pretending like he knows Nairobi, but he doesn't. He was telling me, like, he was at BS. And me, I don't know BS at OTC. I don't know the fuck is that. I don't know that. So, like, I boarded the bus. I knew it was 20 bob. I didn't even knew where I was going to stop from, but I stopped at BS. So at OTC.
Yeah.
So I went, and like, it was almost curfew time. So like it was good. Okay, it was around 9 or 10 there. Around 9. Okay, let's say 9:30. So I was there. I was lost. I'm calling him. He's telling me like he's at Tuskys. How many Tuskys are in Nairobi?
But there is only one Tuskys that was around OTC.
No, during that time, which year was that?
OTC, it was just one.
It was
OTC
one.
during that
Yeah,
time.
by
Oh,
then.
yeah.
I didn't know. So I went, oh my God, where is OTC Tuskys? Where is OTC Tuskys? I was asking around and people are just telling me, just go here and turn. You know, people usually lie to you in Nairobi. They
Yeah,
usually lie.
yeah.
Yes, okay, if you want to ask for direction, just ask those policemen. But sometimes
yeah,
they
they can't.
usually lie. Sometimes they lied to me. I went and passed the
Towers,
University
towers.
Towers. Yeah, University Towers. I passed that place. They lied to me. Okay, so that night I went and like
It was at night.
it was at night.
And
Imagine
remember,
curfew time.
By 10, it's already curfew time.
Yes, it's already curfew time, and I was going to be robbed because I had my smartphone and I was new in Nairobi. I didn't know anything. I didn't know who to call just to give me directions. I was fucking lost. I started panicking.
I bet you had your fingers crossed.
Shit, I was panicking. You know, like it was at night and I was meeting these like the chocos. Yeah, they were just working there, sniffing their glue, and where I was terrified. I was just hoping that no one could just notice me and notice I'm just like I'm lost. You know, usually like I don't want someone to see me. I don't want someone. I was very lucky. Let me just tell you, I was very
for me,
lucky.
I remember there is this time. Okay, I was around in first year or second year. Okay, I can say I wasn't that new in Nairobi, but I was to pick someone. She was coming from Ushago. So, you know, once you border the vehicle from Ushago, it takes around 7 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
So she got to town at around 9 or
9
8
p.m.
p.m. Yes.
Okay.
So I came from the house, went. Actually, we were to meet at around country bus.
Okay.
That place is damn
Hey,
big,
that
man.
place is tricky, man.
Yeah. So by the time I got there, she had not arrived yet. So I had to wait for her, and it was getting dark. I was worried. Then eventually she came and she called me. Yeah, so she called me that she had arrived, and before we met, the phone went off. Her phone went off.
Her phone went off.
Yeah, her phone
And she
went
didn't
off.
know Nairobi.
Yeah, she was totally
What
new.
the fuck?
New in Nairobi.
What?
And her phone went off. It's about to go down.
What did you do? How did you manage that?
Struggle, man. So I had to look around. I remember the bus she told me she had to took. So I went. I had to. I spent almost 2 hours looking for her at the country bus. And remember, it's at around 9, and that place is not safe.
Yeah, it's not safe.
Yeah.
But what are the kind of like to survive in Nairobi, you need to find places where you can buy cheap stuff and some sort of electronics that you may not be scammed. So how have you guys managed to actually kind of buy stuff in Nairobi?
Well, were we ever scammed buying things, something expensive?
Not really.
Maybe the chair, the seat, the set of seats we bought. It was 13,000.
Yeah.
But I saw somewhere they were selling it.
Yeah, the skeleton of the seat is like
Beautiful.
as in it's how can I put it? The skeleton is
I mean, the looks
the looks are they're nice.
Skeleton. Weak. It's
yeah,
weak.
It's weak.
Oh, okay, I understand.
And how about electronics?
Okay, like for electronics, I was already familiar with the stories of Luduli. Yeah, I've had several stories even on radio while I'm traveling. People getting scammed.
At Luduli?
Always, yeah.
And they usually sell original things.
No,
it depends.
There are those original dealers, but then there are some other guys.
But there are these guys who always they just move around the shop. So once they see a client,
the brokers.
Yeah, they're not even brokers. They're just some strangers. They come around if you're a new person, if you're a client. They know clients.
Okay.
So once they see you, and they'll be the first one to approach you, and they'll be like, "What do you want?" So it'll be like, "I want this set of television, but maybe 43-inch." And then they'll be like, "Okay, give me that. It's around, let's say, 30,000." They'll ask for it. Then they know. Wanajua, like that building has another. It has 2 entrances. Okay, one entrance and the other one is an exit. So you give them the money. They just go through they enter the building, then they exit. So you'll be like you're waiting for your television set.
That's how that is part of the survival. So for you to survive in Nairobi, you have to be very street smart.
Yeah, you have to be very smart. You just don't give anyone money.
Yeah.
If someone is selling something, just go to that person. You give me the product, I give you my money there and there.
That reminds me, there is this time. I have a friend. He called me. Then he wanted a PlayStation console.
Okay.
By then I wasn't around Nairobi, so I looked into that and I was like, let me just find a friend who is around in Nairobi to go and purchase it for me, since I cannot order it online and I'm not sure if they'll deliver.
Okay.
Yeah, so I called my friend and I told him about the same. So my other friend sent the money to this friend who's in Nairobi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Instead of the guy going to the shop and buy and purchase the console, he ordered it online.
What?
Which site?
Instagram.
Instagram.
Shit, because on Instagram they're scammers.
Yes.
Instagram they're scammers. You must know the shop.
What the places?
Yeah, it was around 2,000. So
Shit.
yeah, you see, it's cheap. It was PS4. It was cheap, and he sent the money, and they were like, "Oh no, wait." He sent, I think, half amount of the money,
Okay.
half the original amount, and they were like, they stayed for around 15 minutes, and they called him and they told him to pay the rest so that they may deliver. The guy went foreign, sent the amount that was remaining.
Shit.
After
How could you be so
let's say
stupid?
45 minutes, they said they need a delivery fee. Yani, this guy was just being scammed one by one. So,
And he doesn't even realize.
yeah, he was. I think he was at that time he was working around town, so
And he was looking.
extremely busy and he couldn't notice about that.
Okay.
Before he realized
His
the
money
phone,
was
the phone
gone.
number went
But again,
off.
I think the other thing is most people are ignorant to know where these things are. Yeah. So you see, people leverage that because when someone is ignorant, they don't want to go to the shops or they don't want to do their research to know where they can get original products.
Hey, but this is your money, man.
That's where the scammers come in.
This is your
I can
money.
imagine someone paying 20,000.
And you end up having nothing.
You know what? The guy who sent the money, like the guy who wanted the console,
Yeah.
the father was a cop.
Shit.
Damn.
How did that go?
They were to take all of us, like they thought we were scamming.
Oh, now they thought that
Yeah,
we were
it
the
was
scammers
terrible.
now.
Hey, that was
My
terrible.
friend had to pay for it, and it was good.
And the way like cops usually handle us like on the street,
Yeah, it's not good.
like you're carrying a product and like you meet a cop
Yeah, in
and
fact-
he's asking you,
in fact-
where's the receipt?
In fact,
Where's the receipt? You don't have the receipt.
yeah, but about that, you know, I used to work in town, such an electronic shop. So
Yeah.
there's this guy. They know that they are the county council people who they look for people who are stealing or
Yeah.
something of the sort. So if you don't have the receipt for that product,
They assume.
They'll take you to
they'll take it or they take it to court.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they
it's
go to report and
just a
report
case.
you.
So there are these people. They know how those county council people work. So they'll just approach you. They know how to approach. Those guys are good. They're really good.
Wamebobea.
Yeah. So this day I was taking another. It was a set of television. I was going to a certain construction site. So I was walking through town, and I knew deep down I didn't have the receipt for that television set.
Yeah.
So I got approached by another guy, and he was like, "Where is the receipt for this?" I think these people they smell that because I've walked around with a lot of televisions around town, and they've never stopped me. But that day they stopped me, and they were like, "You know, where's the receipt?" Then there were two, but the other one wasn't into that shit. He just told the other guy that. I stopped doing that thing, so I'm not.
So it's like they know they usually scam people. Like,
Yeah, they know.
They know that you'll give them money.
Yeah, and I guess they have I don't know what the handcuffs.
Okay, so they threaten you with that so that you can give them money. Because they have the
Actually, that
receipt.
day I think I was lucky because the opponent told him that I'm not going to do that shit today. So.
And what if you have the receipt and you show it to them? They leave you.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course, there's nothing else
Okay.
you can do.
or maybe you can show them the transaction.
And if you don't have the receipt?
Show them the transaction.
If you don't have the transaction.
They'll have to take you to court.
Okay, if they don't take you to court, like what other thing will they do?
The
to you?
tags.
No,
You are talking about the county council or
the
the
county
tag?
council.
I think they'll take you to court. You just have to defend yourself.
Okay. Hey, me I've experienced a lot of
But that's hogwash because
But you know, okay, there's some cops like I heard, I don't know if it's true, but like you have to give them money before they leave you.
yeah, I don't
When
think
you're having a product.
Yes,
I
and it's
don't
not
think
yours.
so. Those guys are not. They don't entertain. But I'm not sure about that.
Like the ones who are how can I say this? The ones who like
the one who was scamming people.
yeah, like the ones who
the
usually
ones who are
collect money.
scamming,
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to wait.
Those
If
police.
they'll have to take the television set or you'll have to pay them. Those you can negotiate with them.
You can negotiate.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just sad anyway.
Yeah, but I've never been caught.
Yeah, I remember you told me.
I was like putting on a combat coat.
Ah.
Damn, that day, man, I was just, I had left.
Why are you putting
my
on police
workplace.
uniform?
Yes. And I was like, I
Oh,
was
which
waiting for the bus. It was around Odeon, Tomboya Street. Yeah. So I was waiting for the bus to come, and two officers just came from nowhere. And they cuffed me. I was like, what?
What have I done? What have I done?
In fact, before they cuffed me, they asked me several questions.
Yeah.
Where are you coming from? I was stupid. I didn't understand what was happening. I told them from RNG and stuff. They knew this guy has money.
Has money, yeah.
Yeah, but then I can
Definitely.
remember I had some few notes on my pocket.
Woo.
And it was
So how much did you give out?
No, wait, just give me a minute.
Rich man.
Yeah. Hey,
You show them your school ID.
Rich man from
okay, I was
RMJ.
like, relax.
Relax, cool down.
Yeah, they caught like around 3 guys.
Yeah.
There is this one who refused to cooperate, and they were like slapping him.
What?
Yeah, we were walking through town through those hidden paths, so that other people cannot see us.
Okay.
So I think I just took around almost, I had some 450 bobs. I took them and separated them. I put them in a different pocket. And so I waited for around it was around 20 minutes. We walked around the street for around 20 minutes.
What?
Handcuffed.
Yeah,
Oh.
handcuffed. Together with the other.
You didn't want to give them money or what?
No, like I was, there is these, it was, they're called the Olalos. They don't listen. They don't want even money. In fact,
shit.
there were 2 officers and one was, it was like normal, the normal officer. The other one was an Olalo.
Okay.
Yeah, those guys are brutal. They're so brutal. So they didn't want to listen about money.
So what
the
did they
other one
want?
didn't want money. He wanted to take us to
No,
Central Police.
that's how they always do. You know,
Yeah.
one has to scare you,
Yeah.
but the other one has
pretends.
to cooperate with you.
Yeah. I guess that what
So that you can, so that you can feel threatened.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that you feel like, okay, I don't want to go inside.
Yeah.
So I can deal with the other
So that
one.
they will, like, what they do is that they handcuff you with another person. Like you get handcuffed
okay.
two pairs in pairs. So the other guy who was handcuffed with me, the phone was off. So he used my phone to call his brother to send him some 1,000 bob.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, no, I'm not calling anyone. I'm not going to call anyone.
So you didn't pay
So-
them?
Relax. So no, at the end I gave them some 200 shillings.
After working 20 minutes in town?
Yeah, I gave them 200 shillings and they left me. They had to leave, let me go.
But there have been so many cases, people just get handcuffed for nothing.
Yeah, for
Just the
nothing.
police find you working, mostly for men.
Yeah.
No, for ladies are lucky. But for us, immediately you see a police officer, about turn.
Yeah, you turn.
But then you guys, have you ever bought something in town and then the kanjo people come from these people who usually just sell on the road
Yeah.
and they just they usually in a hurry just to move
Yeah,
so
they
can
pick their stuff and run away.
and run.
Yeah,
So they leave you with
I
you remember there was a day I was buying this coat. We were with you and the kanjo people came. So we had to remain there with one person to pay.
Yes. They always in pairs, so one will remain with you.
So
you
the other
just
time you were buying my boots.
Yeah.
Never encountered
Yeah,
that.
it just-
He didn't even pay. They had to go because they're afraid they'll pay even more money without
Wow.
rather
Yeah,
than
but
losing that.
One came back and I paid.
You paid?
Yeah.
But I remember you told me you did pay.
No, something happened about that because he gave me the number.
Did you
I was
pay
paying
by M-Pesa?
not M-Pesa. I was using my KCB, my mobile banking.
Okay.
And I didn't receive the message, I think so.
But maybe he got the message.
Maybe.
Hey, struggles in Nairobi, Manze, struggles in Nairobi.
But I understand for men mostly, just your experience. The police, I mean, yeah.
They know you are men.
Yeah.
You know,
have
us ladies,
something.
they have to have mercy on us
Yeah,
because
so-
we'll start crying on the street and hey.
There is this time I was going to work and that day I was late. These policemen were catching. They were just around town. They were arresting some. I think the youth. They had called several youth there. So one of them approached me and was like,
Why were
"Are
they
you heading?"
arresting them?
I don't know. I didn't even know. So one of them told me, I was asking me several questions like, where are you heading to? But like, I'm heading to school. I knew
And you're
these
going to
guys-
work?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
heading to work and I just told them I'm heading to school. I'm just going to print some stuff here.
They didn't ask you for a school ID?
They didn't. They did not.
You know, sometimes the school ID okoleas you, eh?
Yeah, but
When you show them
remember
the
during my
school
time, I
ID,
used to
they
work with my school ID and my identity card. So I'm like, I'm just a student.
If you're a student and you make a mistake, they just slap you and you go. But if you have an idea, you'll have to go to court with them or to the cell. You'll just stay in the cell.
Yeah.
So like, is there any friend of yours that has ever been caught in town and like you couldn't like pay for them to get out for just petty things?
None of
like
them.
Not wearing masks. You know that time that we were wearing masks. Everyone was being caught in town for not wearing masks.
Yeah.
So is there anyone who like?
Not really. It's only a friend who told me. Okay, they didn't even catch him. I'm not sure even if they were policemen.
Okay.
Because by then, many people were like impersonating the police.
Because they wanted money.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
there are some people
I don't know how they got the handcuffs. So there is this friend of mine, just about my age, told me like he had been caught in town. He wasn't wearing on the mask, and he was like, "You take me to court." He was telling the policeman.
Have you take me to court?
Yeah,
he had confidence.
Yeah, take me to court. They caught another man, like a man, you know. And the guy was like, "Please let me go.
I'll
blah,
pay
blah,
anything.
I'll pay you." Blah blah blah. And this friend of mine was like, "No,
I'm not paying you. You took me to court."
No, right. Take me to court.
And he didn't have the mask, but he was confident.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They had to let him go.
So he let him go. They worked with him at
free. For free.
It's good to have confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
you know
if you appear weak.
Okay, imagine if that someone was impersonating the police. You know, he can't take you anywhere because if he goes there, he will be caught too.
Yeah.
Because he's even committing a greater crime than you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, so guys, hey, these
experiences in Nairobi.
This has been tough. This has been
survivors
tough.
are always there, and I know like nowadays the way the high rate of joblessness for the youths and the comrades. You know, you just transitioned from being a comrade to an independent, jobless.
Now you have to depend on yourself, not your parents.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible.
So it's kind of terrible. Yeah. So you find yourself doing things that you didn't study. Yeah. So like let's say, for example, for myself, try to look for those online surveys where you can get 100 shillings.
Yeah, at least
as long as you have, at the end of the day, you have something in your pocket.
Yeah, even recently, people have been filing the career return.
Yeah, that's another opportunity.
Yeah, another opportunity. Yeah.
You just try your luck, man. Anywhere, anytime.
Oh, yeah.
So we have been struggling. So, like, is there any experience that you'd like to share with us?
Experience?
Yeah.
About struggling or?
Yeah,
I have
just
a lot. I passed a lot, man. I've passed through a lot in this Nairobi. Yes, there is this time.
Hey.
I think it was around 2021. I had bought a brand new phone. Yeah, I just used it for around. It was just a month.
They theft.
Yeah, it was theft. Okay, like it was like this. There's a friend of mine who was he had ordered some
battery.
It was an accessory. Yeah, it's a battery
For phone.
from Jumia. So I think you guys should be vigilant while selecting the pickup station.
Yeah,
of course.
Online
You have to.
items.
Yeah, so that they placed.
But you selected. Did you select Mlango?
Not really.
And how comes it was there? Well,
I'm not even sure what happened, but that day.
Okay.
So we ended up at around Juja Road.
Where thugs are.
Yeah, like the home of the thugs.
The zombies.
Hey,
Zombie arena.
Yeah. That day, man, I just saw death. Death. Like we were surrounded with almost 10 of them. And they had knives. And
they were customized ones. You know, they usually sharpen them and like.
No, they're blunt. They're blunt. And yeah, they're rusty. They're not good.
Yeah, so you can even.
So we had just to leave them. You had to
give them everything.
Yeah, they took everything by themselves. I remember that they had some 10 shillings.
They took what 10 shillings?
They took it.
Shit!
Like, I cannot gamble with my life. Let them just take.
And have they is there any other experience of you being stolen from?
Like being robbed?
Yeah.
Not really. Not really.
You don't.
In a certain event, yeah.
2 minutes or 1 minute? 0 seconds.
A minute. I just called someone, and the next minute I don't.
I
have
was
the
talking
phone.
to you. I remember that day.
Yes,
the
I
next
don't have
minute
the
I'm talking like
in town.
shit.
No, not really. Around KCA, in KCA
In
grounds.
KCA,
we had an event. Calligraph was around.
What?
Yeah,
was
that time when
performing,
Calligraph
actually.
came.
Yeah. I called
He was
someone.
just pickpocketed.
The next minute, I totally can't remember where I put the phone. Oh man, it was terrible. Terrible.
Let me give you one advice. When you're going to buy your pants or your trousers, make sure you look look for one with
Deep pockets.
and then when you're out, make sure you wear a very big shirt. So
yeah,
so it's covering like your pockets.
Yeah.
And
but you know, I don't know what happened with him. He's like he has this jacket. I know you were wearing that one.
But I just said I think those people have juju. They did something because I never remembered anything after just the call. Like a minute. I can't remember where I put the phone.
What?
Me, I remember there was this time I was scammed at my mother's M-Pesa shop.
What?
Yeah, but I know this guy was using
So many
something.
cases, yeah.
This guy was using something. So, like, I was there. My mother had gone to, like, Ocha. So, I was there and, like, she left me in charge. So, I was, like, there is this guy who came. And he was, like, talking pretty fast. You know, I know my mother, he's in Kenya Women. You know, it's a association kind of, or a group like where women just contribute money, and if they want loan, they can loan from that.
It's like a
group.
circle.
Yeah, let's say like a circle. So my mother was the chair lady in that circle. So this guy, I knew my mother was in Kenya Women. So he came and he started telling me that, you know, like I'm the chair in that Kenya Women thing. Yes. So and I said, hey, I know this group has like rich people, so like this guy can't scam me, you know. But I was little. I think I was around
15.
Not even 15. Let me say 14 there or
14?
13. Yeah, I was really small. But then he just told me, we were even selling like clothes there. So my mother had left me with everything, the M-Pesa, and in charge even with the name. So this guy came and he told me, hey, I like this dress, I like this one, and he wanted to buy them for 2,000. Hey, I said, hey, that's a lot of money. This guy really has money. You know, like he's just conversing with me and knowing like when he tells me that, I'll just agree with him. So he went on and I packed for him those clothes, the ones he picked. Then I kept them there. So he told me, so this is the number that I'm supposed to use to send, like, I don't know, the pin. He told me that this is the pin, whatever. Like he just confused me. I don't know what happened really. Just can't explain. But he just told me like, give me this money. I had around 26,000. Yeah, I had 26,000, but my mother separated some. He gave me 11,000 for the withdrawals, and then he kept some. Like if the money like ends, I'll just take it from there. So I gave him that 11,000. I didn't add him like the ones that my mother. He wanted 26,000. I don't know how he knew I had 26,000.
Maybe he had already confused you, so maybe you had already told him.
Maybe I told him.
Yeah, I told him.
Shit. Yeah. But if I could have told him, then I could have given him all the money, you know. So like I just gave him that 11,000, and 2 minutes, the guy is not coming back.
You were waiting for him.
Yes, he went like he left the clothes. He didn't pay for those clothes. I just packed for him and then he left them there.
Hey, that guy played magic tricks on you.
I don't know what he did to me. I can't even explain. I was terrified. My heart was just racing. You know, my mother was just coming to, like, I thought my mother was just coming to kill me. Hey, I was terrified. That's a lot of money, you know, and like we were just depending on that M-Pesa and that boutique. Hey, and you know, for a boutique to sell, you have to stay there like
for some time.
Yes, you know, before you just sell one.
The guy went to the capital.
Imagine the investment. I didn't even know how to explain to my mom, like, Mom, I've been like robbed and it has happened like this. How do you even explain? How could you just take money and give to someone you don't know? You've never seen that person. How do you do that? Hey, that guy scammed him, and I was, hey, I didn't even know how to explain it.
People experience this stuff in the.
Hey, but then there's also this guy, like the M-Pesa person, like we usually withdraw money from. He was also robbed.
Yeah, I think thugs came. I think that day they knew she had left money around the shop.
These people usually sniff money. They can even see the phone through your jacket.
Yeah, they know.
They know. You know, they can't approach you when you don't have anything.
When you don't have anything.
Yes, they usually know. Like this guy, he must have a phone.
Yeah, because I even experienced, like my friend experienced, like his phone was stolen in town. Like he was walking, and then he was carrying a duvet. Then he had someone telling him, "You watch over your pocket."
What?
This is the same guy who wants to steal from him.
Yeah, so when he went to touch his pocket,
It's already gone.
Shit, he was the one who took it. He was the one who took it.
Yeah.
I remember
when you turn back to look at, when you turn back to look at someone who is telling you to watch your pocket,
he's gone.
he's gone.
I remember there's also a day when like Freddy like dropped his phone.
Hey, by the speaking of that, you know, there are good people in this town.
Yeah, they are good people.
I can say that day I was lucky. You know, I was like receiving some orders. I ordered something from Mika, and it had arrived, and that day I was alone, and I was putting on some trousers with shallow pockets.
Yeah.
And I had the apron, so I put my phone inside the trouser and put on the apron. So I was like carrying the cookers and stuff. So it fell down, and I didn't notice. So
imagine in town your phone fell. Who will give it to you? Who will give it to you?
Nairobi.
Nairobi. Who will give it to you?
By the time I'm realizing, oh man, I was inside the building. What? So I had to. I walked back here up to where I was receiving the nini. I was lucky. Like I found another lady. She was like, whose phone is this? And
wow.
Already she had called the DCI. She called the DCI and to explain to them, blah blah blah.
They were there?
No, they were not there.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I got there and I was like, it's my phone, I unlocked it, she confirmed. I was like, okay. So we had to call the DCI again and explain to them that
you should have taken the number.
Yeah, she's kind.
I gave her some money. I had to, you know.
Yeah, you had to.
Nothing comes for free.
It's not easy to get such people. Yeah. Never easy.
Like, if she could have just picked the phone and just...
Yeah, it was a China phone. So she was like, "This what phone is this? What type of phone is this?" So it's a unique phone.
That Honor something.
Yeah,
usually tiny.
Yeah. She was like, I know kind of cases, like phone cases, they can take you. They can lead you to like
court.
Yeah, even
court cases that you're not even involved in.
So guys, that's our experiences in Nairobi. Thank you for tuning in and see you next time. Bye.
Bye.